because Adam was Eve's mama. And the voice of the Lord walked through the cool of the garden. And God said, Adam, where art thou? He didn't ask where Eve was because Adam was Eve's mama. Eve was born out of Adam. So when he had breathed the breath of life, he had breathed Eve into Adam. Male and female created he them and called his name Adam because Adam was Eve's mama.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What it do, fam? It's your boy, King D-Light. And I just, came back with another video. Yeah, if you're new to this channel, hey, click subscribe. If you're not new, this channel, you know what it's about to do. All right. And I wasn't going to say nothing, but the Bible tells us to study to show ourselves approved unto God. And the video clip that you just saw with T.D. Jakes, talking about Adam was God's mother, is way out of doctrine. That's not what that meant. When, you know what? He took the rib out of Adam and formed Eve, just the same way he formed Adam. But he took the rib out and made a woman. Adam did not give birth to Eve. His rib was taken because of the fact that he said, man shall not, it is not good for man to be alone. So what Genesis 2:21 through 23, and it said, and the Lord caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up his flesh instead of thereof. So he took the rib out of Adam, and the rib which was the Lord have taken from Adam, he made woman and brought it unto the man. So he took the rib out of Adam and formed the same way he formed Adam out of the dust. He took that rib and formed Eve with out of the dust. And this is what Adam said. He said, and Adam said, now this is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh, and she shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. So in other words, God created the woman for the man. Adam did not give birth to Eve. God created Eve. He took a rib from Adam, get that? And then he used that to form Eve. The same way he formed Adam. So where T.D. Jakes coming from with that, that's way out of pocket, way out of line, not doctrine at all. It's not biblical doctrine at all. No, he needs to come correct with that because he's misleading a lot of people. Plus, men are not created to have children. But in this case, this is how God took the rib out of Adam and formed Eve. He put him in a deep sleep, kind of like doing surgery. Removed the rib, formed Eve, took that rib and formed, the body, out of dust, just like he did Adam. Because if that's the case, how can, if Adam was Eve's mother, how can she be his wife? And how can they bear Cain and Abel? Okay? Make it make sense. That's what I want to come. That's why you got to be careful. That's why the Bible tells us to study to show ourselves approved unto God. Because man sometimes will steer you wrong. For real, for real. Yeah, that was way out of pocket. So we got to pray for him, that the Lord will chastise him and correct him in that what he said. Because, yeah, that's misleading. It's unbiblical. And it's not sound. That's not what God is saying. God bless you till we can meet again in the next video. Peace.